Hello everyone, I'm Sehrish and you are doing MCQ session with me, and this is part 2 of 2025 paper of chemistry A levels. Sorry. So let's see how to figure out what could be the correct answer. Question number 11 states that 50 cubic centimeter of 1 mole per cubic decimeter sulfuric acid is added to 100 cubic centimeter of 1 mole per cubic decimeter sodium hydroxide in an insulated vessel, mean there is no exchange of heat. um, after mix, sorry, the both solutions are at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius before mixing, but after mixing, the temperature rises to 29 degrees Celsius. Assume that all the energy released in the reaction goes into raising the temperature. Number two, the specific heat is this. So, what is the value of enthalpy of neutralization? Simple, you have to use a formula for enthalpy change, that Q or delta H is equal to M, and then we have the specific heat capacity and then change in temperature. Sorry. So, let's find what is M. So, the value of M, the what is the mass or the volume? Here we are using volume, so and it's 1. So volume is 50 and 100. So it's 50 plus 100. It would be 150. Sorry. And then C is given this, which is 4.2 joule cubic centimeter per Kelvin. Okay. And then we have delta T. So 29 minus 20 is 9. So multiply all these values and you'll get the answer of 5670. So let's convert this into kilojoules. Sorry, so it would be 56.7 kilojoule per mole. So this is your answer. It's quite simple. It's not that much hard. You just need to have to calculate. Then question number 12 states barium dithionate is soluble in water, and this ion slowly decomposed in acidic solution, and this is the decomposition given. So 3.513 gram of barium dithionate is dissolved in water in 100 cubic centimeter of flask, and the solution is made up to a level wherever the line is. At time x minute, a white precipitate of mass is produced. So if it is barium thiosulfate, what white mass is produced? That would be, if sulfate ions are produced, then that definitely would be barium sulfate. So we are writing here barium sulfate. What is the concentration of this one in a volumetric flask at time s? Means when your barium sulfate has a mass of 0.661 gram in a solution, what is the calculation? Let's calculate it. So first of all, we calculate the moles of both the product and the reactant. Let's say moles of sodium dithionate is 3 Ba, let me write S2O6 and 2H2O. Definitely we are going to include this in this one. So it would be given mass divided by molar mass. The molar mass is will be calculated by the calculation, and the answer is almost about, it would be, I guess, 138, sorry, 334. Its mass is 334. So given, sorry, molar mass, given mass is 3.513 and molar mass is 334. So answer is about 0.01. Now let's calculate the moles of product. So this is the reactant, and let's calculate for product barium sulfate. The molar mass of barium sulfate we'll calculate respectively 137 plus 32 plus 6 into sorry, 4 into 16, and the molar mass is, let me write the formula first. The molar mass is almost 233. Okay, so the given mass is here 0.661. So 0.661 divided by 233 is almost 0.028. This is the answer. Okay, so let's convert this into mass then. Like, what is the remaining mass, or what is left? So let's calculate it. So the remaining would be remaining moles. Let's say remaining moles with 0.01 minus, okay, here I forgot to write one more zero, sorry, 0.028, and the answer is almost 0.0770. So what is your answer according to this? The answer is 0.0077. Okay, this one is your answer. So C is the correct answer. So you have to do calculation. Sorry for this because I'm doing calculation on the other screen. Let's have a look on question number 13. The diagram shows two container of methane connected by a closed tap. Each container have one cubic meter of volume, and pressure is given. So if the tap is opened, the temperature of the system is changed to 800 Kelvin. The system reaches constant pressure. What is the pressure? So here we have to apply the general uh, gas equation, which is PV is equal to nRT. So let's have a look on this. So P is equal to N R T over V. So what is N? We have almost how many moles? So let's calculate the moles of this one. Methane is CH4, its molar mass is 16. So 16 divided by 16 is 1. And here we have 96 divided by 16 is 6. So how many total moles we have? We have 7 moles. So for N we are writing 7. The value of R is 8.314, and change the temperature. Temperature is 800 Kelvin divided by what is the volume given, that is here both containers have 1 cubic meter, so both have almost 2 cubic meter of the volume. So when we divide this, the answer is 23.3. So according to this, the A is your answer. Keep in mind you have to learn the value of R by yourself. Nobody is going to give you value of R. It's a general gas constant. In which pair do both species have the same shape? Very first thing. And number two, have the same number of covalent bonds. Let's start with methane. Methane is this. There are hydrogen on the four sides and the shape is like this. Then ammoniumine. Now it is not NH3, it is NH4 plus. So there would be a coordinate covalent bonding in this one. So we have N. There are 3 hydrogen bonds, and this electron pair is coordinate. This a coordinate covalent bond is shared with another hydrogen. So the shape of methane and ammonia is similar. So this one is very correct. Let's look at the other ones. So nitrogen have 3 bonds, while carbon dioxide, it's linear. Both are linear, but the number of bonds are different. It's carbon dioxide, carbon, and then oxygen on the side, and then we have ammonia. The shape is similar, but definitely the bonds are different. Boron trifluoride and ammonium. Again, in ammonia we have a lone pair, while in boron trifluoride there is no lone pair. That's why the shape is different. Water and oxygen, the shape is different because oxygen is quite linear while water is somewhat like this, and it has 2 other lone pairs as well. So the only correct answer is A then. A reaction giving ammonium ion is shown this. The ammonium plus hydroxide give ammonia plus water. 4 statements about these reactions are listed. Let's see which statements are correct. So number 1, the ammonium ions are reduced. So when we talk about reduction is addition of hydrogen. So we clearly see that hydrogen is removed from this one. So this is not correct. In the reverse reaction, ammonia act as Lowry Bronsted base, yes, because it has a positive charge in a reversible reaction, so this one is correct. The ammonium ion and the ammonia molecule have the same bond angles. No, they don't have a same bond angle because this lone pair is going to have take more space as compared to the bonded one. The reaction is not a redox reaction, or it's not a redox reaction. So this one is correct. According to this, we have two correct options, which are 2 and 4. Let's move to another question. Which reduction process occur on the surface of catalytic converter? So catalytic converter is used to convert carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide, first thing. Second thing, mean the harmful gases into less harmful. And then the nitrogen oxides are reduced to nitrogen compounds because oxides are harmful. So which is correct? Reduction of carbon dioxide? No, this one is not correct. Reduction of carbon dioxide is not going to take place. Reduction of carbon monoxide is not going to take place. This is incorrect. Reduction of carbon dioxide only. So reduction of carbon dioxide is not going to take place. Reduction of nitrogen oxide, yes, because oxygen is removed from this one. So this one is correct. So keep in mind the carbon monoxide is oxidized into carbon dioxide. The next one is a three statement about the halogens, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, and their compounds are listed. Let's see which statements are correct. So the halogens with the highest boiling points has atoms which form the strongest bond with hydrogen. No, we say down the group the boiling point increases, while the strongest bond is between fluorine and hydrogen, because fluorine is highly electronegative, and that's why its acid is quite weak, because it's not going to leave this hydrogen. So this statement is incorrect. Number two, the halogens with the strongest dipole moment, instantaneous dipole attraction form a most thermally stable hydrogen halide. No, this is not going to be correct. The most volatile element most rapidly oxidize hydrogen. This seems to be correct. Means if we talk about the iodine, it's the volatile one. So it rapidly oxidize hydrogen and form hydrogen oxide. So this third one is correct. So answer is D. Then we have 19th one, states which reagent or reagents condition will oxidize chlorine into a compound containing plus 5 oxidation state. So this is a test that we used to check that what, like, different states of oxidation. And the answer, let's figure out the answer. The silver nitrates, okay, this is a mirror test, this is not going to answer. Concentrated sulfuric acid, no. Cold dilute sodium hydroxide, okay, it reacts with bases because it's a non-metal, and so it's going to react with the non-metal, sorry, the metallic or the alkalis, metallic hydroxide or alkalis. So the cold is not going to react, while the hot one is going to react, and because its reaction will be more volatile and it draw more electrons from it, from chlorine. That's why the oxidation state changes to plus 5, because but if you talk about the cold, then the oxidation state would be minus 1. Let's move to the 20th one. So which diagram shows the electronegativity of the element sodium, magnesium, aluminium, and silicon? Mean group number 1 to group number 2. So we say when we move from group number 1 to 2, the electronegativity basically increases. Let's figure out what is the answer. So sorry, I have to write here 4. So we have sodium, so the C is incorrect because the electronegativity is going to increase. This is not correct. Okay, now we have the ionization energy as well and electronegativity as well. So let's see which is correct, A or B. So electronegativity is going to increase as the first ionization energy is, okay, this seems to be incorrect. Let's see this one. So we have sodium and we have aluminum. So according to this graph, there is not a uniform increase, but there is some non-uniform one. So B is the correct answer only. So we'll discuss the other MCQs in the other videos. You need to watch that. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course on YouTube. Thank you very much. See you in the next lesson.